Ben, welcome back to Wrexham. How does it feel after your first day back on the training pitch?
Yeah, really, really good. I've got to say, I settled in so quickly, so easily. It's always, I think, do you know, it doesn't matter who you are or what you've done in your career. I think going into a new dressing room, a new changing room full of 25 different blokes, yeah, that you've probably never met before, it's always a bit of a daunting prospect. So, yeah, this morning the drive in, a little bit sort of apprehensive, nervous, but I've got to say, from the second I walked through the door, the reception, the welcoming, everybody, just real good people, just made it really easy to settle in. So I've had a day's training session already. It was absolutely brilliant. Honestly, it was, like I say, I've been 9 months retired now. You always worry that your hands might not be quite up to speed or something like that, but I felt good. I felt good, and I'm looking forward to it.
So you mentioned that 9 months retirement. What was it that tempted you back into football as a player?
So I've had some offers. You always get offers. Honestly, you wouldn't believe how many offers. Actually, it's mad. So you get some mad, far-flung ones from all over the world. But even in the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks, I've had a few really interesting ones that have really sparked my interest to the point of going, yeah, maybe I might consider something actually. And then, like I say, yesterday morning I was out on my bike, had a nice little 40 kilometres in the legs. I was cooking, like, brilliant, earned the day, and then got home, my phone was just blowing up, text messages from, I'm thinking, what the heck's going on here? Anyway, Wrexham, interested, goalie got injured, unfortunately for Rob. Would you be interested in short-term deal to the end of the season? There's 8 games left. What do you think? Straight away, the fact that it was Wrexham is just a massive, massive plus. The fact that I've been here before, obviously won the LDV Vans in 2005. Real good memories of the club. You know, it was genuinely the springboard to the rest of my career, pretty much. So I left on really good terms with the Wrexham fans, and it was a very easy decision to make. Like I say, I got the call yesterday morning, pondered about it for like maybe half an hour. With regards to any kind of negotiations and terms, I don't, it's nothing that worries me too much. I don't even really need to be paid too much, to be perfectly honest with you. Just the fact that I could do it, and I'm looking forward to it, because I think, just speaking to the manager as well, Phil is just one of the most down-to-earth blokes you can meet. Honestly, he's proper old school, proper. And that's the bit that I like the most. When you talk to somebody like Phil Parkinson, and he's got a very important rule for signing for one of his football clubs, and that is, just don't be a plonker. Like, if you're not a plonker, you've got a chance. If you're not bad at football and you're not a plonker, you could come and play for Phil Parkinson. And that was what sort of ranks all the way through, and that's exactly what I found when I walked through the door this morning.
So you mentioned coming back in. It's changed a lot, obviously, in not least the last couple of years, but is there still that sort of feeling as you're pulling onto the car park, sort of bringing those memories back, if you like?
Yeah, it's nice. You remember all the like little streets and little roads, and I'm down the motorway and I see mould, and as soon as I see mould, I think, I'm close. I've got to be close. Is that how you say it, mould? Yeah. As soon as I see it, I think, I'm close then. So yeah, then you get off and you're driving up to the stadium, and I must admit, I totally forgot what the stadium, like the inner workings are, the change rooms. I forgot the layout, all that. But as soon as you walk through the door again, it's like, I remember this. They still eat food in the canteen in the same place that we used to eat. No, it's nice. It's fantastic. And just going out on the pitch as well. I know it's a lot different where the stands are here and then it's all changed, but it's still the race course, and that's the bit that I remember.
And then, what does Wrexham mean to you? As you said, having effectively launched your career from your loan spell here.
Exactly that. They'll always have a special place in my heart. I was moving house last Thursday actually. So I've had a busy couple of weeks. Don't move house, by the way. Moving house is don't do that. But I had a load of stuff in storage, load of my football memorabilia, stuff that I've collected over the years, and it's been in storage for the best part of 10 years now. Until we moved into a bigger house where we've got the room for it. So they basically re-delivered everything to the house. I'm unpacking all sorts of stuff and framed pictures of shirts and this and that. And then I've stumbled across the LDV Vans final shirt, signed by all the players. I've got my trophy, my medal in there, load of pictures, ticket stub, the programme from the day. And it's just nice. As soon as I see that, I just think, oh yeah, that's class. So I'll get a picture for you guys. You can see it, but it looks lovely. Like, and we're even just reminiscing with some people that remember that team and some of the players in the team. That was my start of my career. That was what gave me the springboard for the rest of my career.
And so, what are your memories of that first spell here, especially the final down in Cardiff?
Yeah, the first game was against Hereford in the LDV Vans, away at Hereford. And Hereford, actually, I remember because Hereford's not actually too far from where I live. I'm Midlands based anyway, so Hereford isn't a million miles away. And I never really got a chance to go and train with the lads too much. I think I had one training session maybe before the game, and manager Dennis Smith was like, listen, the game's tomorrow night, but you can go home and then just meet us at the stadium if you want. And I remember that way thinking, God, it's like he trusts me to just go and meet the lads, do you know what I mean? It's like, but that's how it was, and it's still that same way now, where it's just a real down-to-earth club, like a proper club. He trusted me, and that's the bit that made me feel like a proper first-team player, an important first-team player, part of the team. And that's something I've never felt before. As a 20-year-old, I've never felt it before. So that was my very first taste of not only first-team football, but being and feeling an integral member of a team.
Now, right back up to the modern day, how do you approach these final 8 games on a personal level?
Oh, personally, it's business as usual. Genuinely is. For me, always the best part of being a footballer is that 3 o'clock kickoff. As soon as that whistle blows on a 3 o'clock, that's when you get all the adrenaline and the buzz and the bits. That's when you can do stuff that you can't normally do. You can't do it on the training pitch. You can't replicate that feeling. And that's, for me, that's the bit that I've always just found really easy to just go into autopilot mode. And I think if you're in autopilot mode, you're cooking. So yeah, I had my first training session today. My hands felt fine, to be honest with you. I felt I was diving around all good. I'll probably say something different when I wake up tomorrow morning. I'm peeling myself off the bed sheets, but no, I felt good. But yeah, like I said, the last 8 games, it's very much just try and not rock the boat too much. Just keep it steady, keep it going, and if we can get a nice little run together before the Notts County game, and then put it to bed by beating them as well, then we're cooking.
Thanks very much, Ben. Cheers.
Pleasure.